From Plymouth State University, PM Weather with student meteorologist Eric Jean.
Welcome to this edition of PM Weather on your Tuesday evening. I'm PSU student meteorologist Eric Jean. We've seen above average temperatures out there today, and that will continue into tomorrow under mostly sunny skies before any rain chances happen towards the end of the week and into the weekend. And we've seen a high today of 59 degrees, just slightly above our normal high of 53 for this time of year. This morning's low was 30 degrees, right around where we should be for this time of year at 28 degrees thanks to those clear skies overnight. And out there right now, we still see a temperature very mild of 58 degrees with a dew point of 15 degrees, a relative humidity of 18%. So it's fairly dry out there with a wind out of the west at 10 miles an hour and a sea level pressure of 30.37 inches and falling slowly. The sun will set tonight at 7:28 p.m. with a moon that's 2% illuminated and waning. The new moon will actually happen tomorrow night with sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:06 a.m. Conditions across the region right now, we're mainly scattered in terms of cloud cover right now across much of the northeast, the northern half of New England especially. To the south we are seeing overcast skies through as we head into New York City and even into the lower part of upstate New York right now. But where we've seen the coolest temperatures right along the coastline where a sea breeze has developed, we're in the upper 40s through Portland and Maine right now, or Portland and Boston right now, but temperatures in the upper 50s, even some lower 60s into Lebanon at 62 degrees away from the sea breeze and further inland. Those 50s and 60s continue all the way down into the mid-Atlantic states before we warm things up in the 70s and 80s in the southeast. Cooler temperatures are starting to be seen throughout much of the Pacific Northwest and in the plain states right now behind the frontal boundary system that's slowly going to creep its way towards us into the weekend, which will bring us a chances of rain. For tonight, we'll mainly be in the 20s under an area of high pressure, so very clear skies for tonight. Again, that frontal boundary system well off to the south and west. That will not be affecting us for quite some time. Even tomorrow, look at how far it moves. It does not move that far eastward and only reaches the Great Lakes states in terms of some warmer temperatures for them, and even warmer for us where we'll be in mainly sunny skies and anywhere from the mid-50s to lower 60s tomorrow, again with that high pressure system just to the southwest pumping in some northwesterly flow into our region. Again, for Thursday, those showers will start to approach into the Great Lakes as that frontal boundary starts to move eastward into our region, and we have a cold front that will reinforce some northwesterly flow into the day on Thursday. Here's that disturbance that moved through yesterday, bringing that cloud cover to much of the area that has since pushed off and cleared us out last night and brought a chance of brought some rain showers to much of the mid-Atlantic states. The main system off to the west right now in Montana, bringing some snow to that area. In fact, there's winter storm warnings out there right now. 20s for tonight through much of northern New England, even central New England will be in the 20s. We'll be in the 30s through much of southern New England. They'll continue down the Appalachians, 40s through much of the southeast. Cooler temperatures as we head into the west coast region, and even some teens and 20s in the higher elevations of the Rockies. Right behind that frontal system, ahead of it, we are stuck in some milder air in the 50s. And that even continues into tomorrow. We'll be in the 70s through the middle of the country. Again, to the eastern part of the country, we'll be in the 50s through much of northern New England. 60s, a good bet through much of central New England and southern New England for tomorrow. Again, cooler behind that system as we're in the 40s and 50s through much of the Pacific Northwest and West Coast. For tomorrow night, much of the same as today, we'll be in the 20s and 30s through much of New England and even the Northeast. 30s throughout the Appalachians, 40s in the mid-Atlantic states, some 50s through much of the south and east, and those milder temperatures overnight tomorrow night through much of the middle of the country. 30s and 20s through the Pacific Northwest, and even some 40s right along the California coastline. Those showers will start to diminish tonight throughout much of the mid-Atlantic states as the disturbance moves offshore. Main disturbance bringing a snowstorm through much of Montana for tonight and even into tomorrow with showers around the Dakotas, thunderstorms through Nebraska and Kansas. And those showers and thunderstorms will still linger right along that frontal boundary tomorrow with that snow still hanging around in Montana before tomorrow night when things start to clear up and move a little bit further eastward with showers possible through much entering the Midwestern states and even into Texas for tomorrow night where we could see a few severe thunderstorms. So for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 27 degrees, a wind that will be light and variable compared to where we are right now with the west at 10 miles an hour. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, with a few high afternoon clouds working in before we reach a high of 60 degrees, a north wind out of the northwest at 5 to 50 miles an hour. For tomorrow night, we'll see partly cloudy skies, a low of 30 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. And your extended forecast showing that we'll have one more day on top of that where we should be pretty nice and mild on Thursday, a high of 58 degrees after a morning low of 30. Clouds roll in late with chances of showers on Friday, much cooler in the upper 40s. And temperatures in terms of the low will be in the lower 30s, again mid-30s for Saturday morning, and not warming up much with what could be a decent shot of rain that moves in for Saturday. We'll keep you updated on that right here on Channel 20 every weekday night at 7, 10, 11 for the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.